I'm Chrissy with Clients First Business Solutions, and today our demonstration will be over ProMRO, Tool Register, and Tool Check In and Out onto a work order. To begin, you will start in the ProMRO workspace, and the first thing we're going to discuss is going to be Tool Register. So you would navigate to Tooling and Equipment and select Tool Register. Tool Register is used to track and store information on tools your company has identified as an asset, or to keep track of tools you may have stored in a tool crib or on the shop floor. So to begin, we're going to go ahead and select Tool Register. Now for the sake of time, I have created a tool already, but each one of these fields and these tabs we will go over. Now, as with most screens in Acumatica, we do have a header section as well as a detail section. To create new, you would hit the plus button, assign an asset number. You would also populate the part number field. The description is a free text field so that you can add in as much detail as you wanted for the description. The status action here. We have a couple of options between active, out of calibration, sent for calibration, quarantine, repaired, unserviceable, or scrapped. Now these statuses are related to the asset number only and not a status that may be related to a work order. As in, if you have this tool checked out and it's on a work order currently, it does not change the status. So for the details, you can assign a serial number if it happens to be serialized. You can assign alternate and superseded part numbers, revision types, tool type, how many quantities that you have of this particular part number. Like say this torque wrench, perhaps you have 10, you can do a quantity of 10 without assigning a particular serial number. Locations in your warehouse or your shop floor or even your tool crib. You can identify the owner of this tool in case you do have employee-owned items. So for the model type, you would populate the target manufacturer if it is aircraft specific. By opening up the grid, you can choose your aircraft. So if I were to choose Bombardier, this will add in all the models that are under the manufacturer. By selecting each model ID, you can select and then hit Add Model. Technical specifications, you can identify specific technical information by using a free text field here and filling out the additional information in case you have length, width, diameter that you want to keep track of. Calibration. This is probably one of the most important features of the tool registration. It allows you to keep track of calibration and servicing. You can select the calibration required option. This action will create a hard stop in the system when attempting to check out this tool for a work order. If you choose to have this box unchecked, it will eliminate that hard stop so that you can continue to check out this tool onto a work order. You can identify a specific manufacturer or the supplier for this tool. And the comments section is just a free text field where you can add in additional comments if you see fit. So for the next section of the demonstration, I will check this tool out as an employee onto a work order. I'm going to go ahead and navigate back to the ProMRO workspace, and you will select Tool Check In and Check Out. And we're going to go ahead and check that tool out that we just reviewed onto a work order, and then we're going to go ahead and look at that to see what it looks like. So these fields on the top, these are designed to be used with a barcode scanner. However, you can type this in manually. So as an employee, you would have an employee badge that you could scan, or you can type in your employee number. And once you type in your employee number or scan, you just hit enter and it's going to populate your name. Your task number, you would need the task number for the work order that you are working from. Or you can simply use the magnifying glass to search. Now the equipment is also your tool number. So for this demonstration, we're going to go ahead and use the tool number that we reviewed earlier. And at this point, just simply hit enter. And now you can see here on the bottom of the details, it did create a line showing that you have checked out your tool on this date. If you're satisfied with that, go ahead and hit save. And now to validate that this tool is checked out for this work order, which is PR 0000243, we will navigate to the work order screen. So going back to the ProMRO workspace, you would select Projects under Tasks. So once you're in your work order, you will navigate to the arrows onto your right, select Tooling, And now you can see that the tool checkout has populated onto the work order. It does show you the tool number, the task number it's assigned to, who checked it out, and at what time. So now that you have the tool checked out, you will need to check the tool back in. To do that, you will navigate back to the ProMRO workspace and select Tool Check-in and Check Out again. So once you're back into the screen, you can see that we have the tool number is checked out. So to check it back in, simply scan your tool and hit enter. And you have now checked your tool back in. This will conclude the demonstration on ProMRO for tool register and tool check in and out onto a work order.